If you do not understand white supremacy, what it is and how it works, everything else that you do understand will confuse you.
What
in all of these 9 areas of activity,
you came up with your phrase, quote,
economics, education.
If you don't understand white supremacy, what it is and how it works, in the quote, exactly 50 years ago, this year. Thanks you. But what was your inspiration, Mr. Fuller, that opening statement that you open up every program with, even including today's program?
I was trying to get away from racism. I would talk to somebody, 10, 12 years old. Certainly by the time I was 16, I was really serious about it in my mind as far as asking questions. Starting with little elementary things like, I ask people, I say, where can I go where there's nobody pays any attention to what color you are? What place? And people will say, well, hey, I mean, a whole lot of black people leave the South and go to Kansas City. I say, well, is there racism in Kansas City? Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, but it's a little better than being in Alabama. I say, but I want to go someplace because I've been looking at movies. By 1939, I was old enough to go to the movies on my own. And I saw movies like The Wizard of Oz, where you go skipping down the yellow brick road with Dorothy and the elves and all that, and looking for the wizard who would give me the answer to everything, and that Oz was a splendid place to be, a whole lot better than Kansas, all right? So that's what the movie's message was about. Get out of Kansas and go to Oz, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, where nobody's been before. There's a land that I've heard of, once in a lullaby. I bought into all of that. And I bought into other stories prior to that, like, all the fairy tales, that's what they call them, when I was in elementary school. Tell us another fairy tale. So I was looking for those fairy tales to come true because that's what a lot of songs said you're supposed to do. And that's how it got started. It goes back as far as elementary school. And then I found out, much to my despair, really, initially, there's no escape. Racism is everywhere. You can't go to some island somewhere and there's racism not there. The racists control that. If there's some non-white people there, either directly or indirectly. You're on an island, say. How do they control that? Well, they control that by whether or not you can leave the island and go somewhere else. Because somewhere else is controlled by them, and where you are is controlled by them. Because anytime they come there, they just come there and build an airstrip, fighting a war or something like that, and just push you out of the way, even when they're fighting among themselves. So I learned that, and I say it's nowhere to run. So then I came to the conclusion about 1956, and I said, Fuller, you know what? Forget about that running. Turn around and grab that bull by the horns. Win or lose. And so I've been on that kick ever since.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That thing called racism. Yeah. There ain't nowhere to hide running around in the Coliseum with that bull, that white bull chasing you. I mean, with them sharp horns, and you got nothing but yourself and your legs trying to run. But at a certain point, you realize there's no escape. There ain't no exit here. I'm just running around in a circle in the Colosseum, in the Roman Colosseum, like they used to do, the slaves. So that means one thing. At some point, you're just going to get tired of running, and you're going to get gored anyway, because you're weak, you're tired. So before you give out of strength altogether, turn around and grab it by the horns and let's wrestle. All right. I mean, I'm going to do the best I can. I might lose, but hey, I'm losing anyway. And that's what started me down that road. I think drawing that picture, you may get the picture of how I came to that conclusion.
Okay.
No place to run.
Place to run. Okay. Thank you, Daryl.